So welcome everyone, my name is Anna and I am a yoga teacher, and today I will be talking about the practice called Bhastrika. So Bhastrika is a pranayama, so it's a breathing technique that involves active inhalations and active exhalations. And when we do Bhastrika, we are activating the element of fire, as we are generating quite a lot of heat in the abdominal region. And we are actually supporting the work of the diaphragm as well and the pelvic floor as we do this practice. However, the practice can be quite intense and a little bit tricky when we are not familiar with abdominal breathing. So I might just mention or go through the abdominal breathing first before I show Bhastrika. So abdominal breathing is when we use the lower part of the belly to breathe in and out. And when we do that, we inhale, we expand the belly, and we exhale, we draw the belly in very gently. So a lot of people are actually doing the opposite, which is called reverse breathing. And I have created a post about that, which I can share the link to with you. So a lot of the times the belly expands as you exhale and the belly draws in as you inhale. So that is called the reverse breathing. And the reason why we want to connect to our belly breathing is because when we breathe in that way, so when we expand the belly on the inhale and draw the belly in on the exhale, we are supporting the work of the diaphragm, which is the main breathing muscle that's just under your lungs, which is relaxing on the inhale, and on the exhale is going up and pushing the air out of your lungs. And the pelvic floor, which is like a layer of muscles that is supporting all the organs in your pelvis, is also a muscle, and it's doing exactly the same as the diaphragm at the same time. So it relaxes on the inhale, and on the exhale it pulls up. So we're kind of drawing in on the exhale, and so they are working together. So they inhale, relax, exhale, they either lift up the pelvic floor, or in the case of the diaphragm, they lift up and they push the air out of your lungs. So there is this kind of synchronized movement going on in your diaphragm and in your pelvic floor. And when we do the opposite, so when we draw the belly in on the inhale and we expand on the exhale, we're actually not allowing the diaphragm and the pelvic floor to relax fully. So we want to have that supportive breathing, so that you get this really nice massage for all the internal organs in your pelvis. And that is really great for improving our metabolism, our digestion, and also for the reproductive organs. So I'm sharing this practice here mostly because of the hormone yoga course that we started recently. So the reason why we do a lot of Bhastrika is to really activate the glands that are producing the hormones, the reproductive organs hormones. So in the case of women, we're talking about ovaries, or in the case of men, the testes, prostate. So this breathing can really provide a lovely massage and can stimulate the glands to produce the hormones and to create more of a balance, more of a hormonal balance. So in terms of the practice, let's just do a few breaths from the belly, so without the active inhalation and active exhalation that we will do later on as we move on to the actual Bhastrika practice. So You can have your hands on your belly just so you really feel the movement. And it can be done lying down. Sometimes it can be easier to lie down, so choose whatever is more comfortable for you. I'm just going to say seated just to be able to show you a few different things, but you can lie down. You can have your feet flat on the floor and maybe to keeping the knees bent, and that can feel quite nice. So whichever way you choose, place the hands on your belly and then just bringing your awareness to this region. And as you inhale, expand the belly, so really feel the belly being filled up with air like a balloon. And on the exhale, let the belly relax down, so let it be drawn in a little bit without forcing too much. So again, inhale, expand, and exhale, relax, drawing the belly in. Inhale, expand, and exhale, relax. So we're going to do a couple more. I'm just going to sit this way so you can see better. So the inhalation, belly expands. Exhalation, the belly draws in. And the breathing is not happening only in the belly. You might feel it in your chest as well, but our focus is on the belly. So we're drawing our awareness to the belly. And you can do what I'm doing actually, if that makes it easier. So you can use your hand and inhale, just move it away from your belly, and then exhale, bring it back towards your belly. Just so you get that rhythm. Inhalation is expansion, and exhalation, we relax, we draw the belly in. And even just doing that can provide a massage to your internal organs. So when we practice Bhastrika and you don't feel very good, or maybe on a particular day you're not feeling like it, you can use this abdominal breathing. It's absolutely fine. Also, if you're menstruating or if there's any discomfort in your belly, I would suggest to go back to the abdominal breathing. So always remembering that if it doesn't feel good, you can do the simple technique of breathing from your belly. So let's just do a few more. Try to really make the inhalations deep and long, and the exhalations also nice, steady, long exhalation, expelling all the air from your lungs. And apart from bringing all those beautiful benefits for your organs and massaging your ovaries, your uterus, your womb, or just bringing this movement of energy into the space if you don't have your womb or your ovaries, it's a very calming practice for the mind. So it brings a state of relaxation. And if you feel stressed during the day, you can just focus on breathing from your belly, and that can hugely calm your mind down because it activates the parasympathetic nervous system, and it brings more focus into your mind as well. So you can think clearly and you can make more informed decisions, and you can decide what's best for you. So apart from the benefits of massaging this lower belly area, it also has benefits on our mental well-being. Very good. So now from here we're going to move on to Bhastrika. So we will do more active inhalations and exhalations, but the same thing applies. So when we inhale, the belly goes out. When we exhale, the belly goes in. You can do it slowly, or you can do it at a medium pace, or if you feel comfortable, you can do it a little bit faster. But obviously today we're just going to do it slowly, and then once you feel comfortable, you can speed up. So for this practice, when we are seated, I would suggest sitting on your heels, and you can either do it without anything under your sit bone, so this way, or you could place a cushion, or I've got a bolster here, so your toes pointing to the back of your room, and just finding comfortable position here. So we're going to do a couple of variations just so you can really feel the practice and you can really get a hang of it. So first we're going to either have the hands resting here, but again you could place them on your belly just to feel that movement a little bit more. And the breathing, when we do Bhastrika, when we make the inhalation and exhalation very active, it's as if you were blowing your nose. So just imagine that you're trying to blow your nose. Okay, so it's kind of like that. So you might want to have your nostrils quite clear. So maybe you want to blow your nose before you start this practice. And it's the same for inhalation and exhalation. So we will be inhaling very deeply, as if you were trying to get as much air as you can, and at the same time we expand the belly. And then on the exhale, we really make this this blowing the nose sound as we draw the belly in. So it's quite an active movement. So just imagine doing that, sort of as if you were just drawing in quite quickly. So when we inhale, it's like a deep inhale. So over time, when you speed up a little bit, then the inhale becomes a little bit shorter. Yeah, but we're gonna start with the slow movement. So maybe placing the hands on the belly, or if you feel more comfortable, keep them on your legs, on your knees. So let's just start by inhaling deeply, expanding the belly. And then on the exhale, just blow as if you're blowing your nose, and then draw the belly in quite quickly. So inhale, expand. So you need to find your own rhythm. I will just do it. I will do a few rounds so you can maybe follow my rhythm, or you can find your own. But it can be a little bit hard to do it and speak for me. So I'm just not going to speak, but I will do it now. But I will do it slowly so you can join me. So let's begin. So just releasing now. So I did a couple of different speeds. I did like a medium one, then I slowed down a little bit. But you can do it even slower. So you could just do... I suppose any slower, you might end up doing the abdominal breathing, where it's not really about activating the inhalation or exhalation. So if you find that the slow version is still a little bit too fast, you can just do the abdominal breathing. It's really kind of the introduction to Bhastrika. So it's good to get a good hang of it before moving on. But even if you're not so familiar with Bhastrika, you might feel comfortable with it. So really just try it out. So the other version of that is with moving the arms, and I find that that can actually be quite nice, and it can help you synchronize the movement of the belly with the breath. So before we even start, maybe see if you can just drop the awareness of your belly and just try to do the inhale, exhale with the nose like this. So see if you can do it without thinking about the belly, because that's kind of sometimes confusing when we have to focus on a lot of different things. But if you get the hang of the breathing, and then as well separately of the belly, then you can put them together. So just try again. So it's deep inhale and then exhale as if you're blowing your nose. And you can feel the air going in and out. Okay. So if you need to do a few more, you can pause the video and just try to do a few more. What we will do now is we're going to bring in the movement of the arms. So we're going to inhale, raise the arms up as the belly goes out. And on the exhale, we're going to bring the arms close to our body, so the elbows stay bent, and we're going to make a fist. So it's going to be quite an active movement, like this, down. And then the belly is going to draw in. And then again, we're going to be blowing the nose as if we were blowing the nose. So let me show you. So the main thing is we inhale, belly goes out, arms go up. Exhale, belly goes in, the arms go down as we exhale actively. So you can join me. If it feels like, oh, this is like too much for me, you can just go back to the previous practice and come back to this part of the video when you feel ready. And then slowly release. Return back to your normal breathing. And then if there is any sensation of lightheadedness or dizziness, I would recommend just relaxing for a moment before you move on to another round, or if we practice if we practice a series of techniques or a series of movements using Bhastrika, just take a moment to relax, and there is no need to push yourself or anything. There is some great benefits to doing this practice. I already mentioned the massage also cleanses the lungs, so it's quite detoxifying. But if it feels too strong, I really would always recommend going back to the belly breathing, the abdominal breathing. So we might just try one more thing with the movement. So let's come up for that. So, and this is one of the techniques used in hormone yoga, which is the shoulder stretch. And in this practice, we are moving the arms up and down as we expand the belly and then draw the belly in. So we're synchronizing the movement with the breath, but we also use the belly breathing, the Bhastrika. So you can take a moment before you go on to this. So we're going to separate the feet. You can have your knees slightly bent, no problem. And then interlacing the fingers, palms facing down. So as we inhale, the belly goes out, the arms go up. And then on the exhale, we're going to go down and draw the belly in. A couple more from the side. I'm just going to show you from the side. And then slowly releasing. So we're going to finish here. So you can sit comfortably and maybe just take a moment to come back to your body, come back to the space where you are. You can keep your eyes closed. Return to normal breathing. And you may already notice any changes in your mind, in your body after this practice. Take a moment to tune in with the wisdom of your body, and maybe just say to yourself mentally that you will always trust your body. You are always to listen to the needs of your body. And then let's place the hands on the heart. You can create little wings of the heart. So just crossing at your thumbs and then placing your hands over your heart or over your chest. And just saying to yourself, I honor my heart, my inner teacher. And then let's bring the hands to the heart center in Namaskar Mudra, the prayer. And Namaste. Thank you very much. Any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Namaste.